somebody who's never been involved in tech and who has just been an artist, it's really difficult to bring yourself to a point to, take a deep dive into the blockchain, understand the tech behind it.
How complex the technology feels right now from the outside. It's like if you Google like what are NFTs, how to get into it, you'll get overwhelmed with the amount of information. There's no straight way to go about it. And people like me or like the kind of communities that I'm in, they're trying to like reduce that barrier, make it easier for people to understand the technology. As I said, like I was having a little hard time talking about like how to explain it to a 10-year-old. And I think that's what we need to address.
So I think the biggest barrier of entry is which blockchain to start with, because different blockchains offer different services. One of the barriers of entries that has been a problem to many artists is the cost of creating your first NFT, which has been pretty expensive on traditional proof of work blockchains. But now that we have proof of stake blockchains like Tezos, the barrier of entry is negligible, which has allowed a lot of art and culture from the global south to start appearing in the NFT scene.
There's a lot of money to be made here. There's a lot of influx of cash, and that usually brings bad players who are looking to take some of that from you. So you need to educate yourself on how the wallets operate, what you're doing when you're signing something, what is it that's happening. Thankfully, it's much easier today to learn that. You have tools that will let you know what you're signing onto, but you need to build a knowledge base before you start doing stuff just to stay safe.
The current barrier would be that you're in this giant ecosystem where there are tons of artists and tons of people flooding the space. And how do you get started? You've got great work and you're in there, you've done everything right, but how do you get your voice heard?
The market moves in certain cycles. There's sometimes the bull market, the bear market. You have to really keep yourself motivated to stay in the game and not give up. If you're seeing a period of no sales and stuff, that's one thing as an artist you might really struggle with.
First of all, you have to learn about the tech behind it, the blockchain, the smart contracts, because that is the core of the whole NFT space. Art comes much later. So you have to learn. It's a process of learning and unlearning, and it will take time. So my advice would be to take it slow initially. You can interact with people, you can learn from other people, you can talk with people, because these communities are well knit and they have a bunch of knowledge within them. You can interact with them and you can just start there.